bring up someone who I just love to death and has been a real rock star on our team. Lindsay Hahl is a personal trainer, and she just recently had her first baby. And what I love about Lindsay is that she makes this business super fun, first and foremost. She keeps it very simple. She's an amazing leader. She really is all about taking care of her team, and I have learned so much from her in her fantastic leadership style. And she has skyrocketed, literally, in our marketing plan. In February, she was a senior sales coordinator and had gotten there, she'll tell you, and then in March she was a Q&MD, and she has just been blowing the marketing plan out of the water. But probably the biggest thing about Lindsay, she is 100% detached from the outcome. She shares these thoughts all day long, and if you don't get it, she moves on to the next person because she really doesn't have time to talk to you anymore about it. And I think it has served her so well. And just like Ronald Lee said, you know what? That doesn't offend her. She's not mad at you that you don't get it. She just moves on, and then maybe, she'll tell you about it again a little bit down the road. Maybe you'll get it then. And that absolutely works brilliantly for her. So please, please, please give a huge welcome to Lindsay Hahl.
All right, so that is quite the lead up. Hopefully I can live up to everything Tony just said. How many of you guys have had 100% belief in something and it came true? And it doesn't necessarily have to be Juice Plus, but 100% belief that you are going to go out there and you're going to get it, and it came true. You didn't know how, you didn't know why, you just knew that that was your goal and that you were going to do it. And that's kind of where we'll start off. I remember, time is just a blur because it's been 1 year since I was sitting there. And I actually came to my first conference 1 year ago, not because I was interested in Juice Plus. I was a distributor, but I wanted to lay by the pool in Phoenix. Right, Deborah? She says, come to this thing, I don't know, it'll be a girls' trip, and I didn't need a whole lot of coaxing. I knew that I wanted to lay by the pool in Phoenix, so I came here, and so funny because my life has changed so much in 1 year. With this business, with my family, I'm a new mom. A year ago, I was just a personal trainer with my own business, I thought, until I came here, when someone pointed out to me that, no, you own a job. Not a business, you own a job. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I am so proud of my personal training business. Who are you? Who are you to tell me I own a job? Well, they pointed out that I trade dollars for hours, right? So if I'm not working, I'm not getting paid. So I was actually pregnant last conference when someone pointed that out to me. Gently pointed it out. And I was gently offended. But needless to say, that was powerful for me because they asked also, well, what are you going to do on maternity leave? And I said, well, I don't know, pull from my savings account. Isn't that the best part? They said, what if you don't have to? So that's kind of where my whole belief changed, and I was 100% in as soon as I left this conference last year. So crazy what has happened, and I'll share a little bit of my product story with you too. As you can see, my awesome photos. Let's just focus on the second one. The first one is kind of scary. But needless to say, I jumped all in with this. When I was first approached with the product, I can't say that I was 100% in. I did know that no matter what, if I were to recommend something to my clients, to friends, to family, that I needed to be a product of the product, just like Tony was saying. And so it was kind of a weird scenario because I was the healthiest person that there ever was. I did not need help in this department. I'm a fitness professional. I practice what I preach. I work out with my clients most of the time. I don't need help. I eat really well. This stuff isn't going to help me, right? So it's been kind of ironic because a month after we started on Juice Plus, and we had started it for my husband. He's a firefighter, and he's a male. Notice there's primarily women in the audience. But us women, we eat good, right? Men could have pizza and beer with every meal. Does anybody know a guy that could have pizza and beer every single meal? Okay, so my husband was one of them, and so I figured he eats fruit snacks, right? So maybe if I eat these fruit snacks, he'll eat these fruit snacks. So we started eating these fruit snacks, and that's all. I didn't do the protein or anything else. Just the fruit snacks, because that was bare minimum, and that's what I wanted to do. And so we started taking them, and like I said, the irony of all of this is 1 month later, after taking Juice Plus, we actually got pregnant. And we were excited just like any other couple, but you could imagine, there's my sweet baby girl. You can imagine how excited we were, because over the course of 3 to 4 years, we were struggling in this department. 1 month into it, I'm not going to benefit from this, remember? I'm the healthiest person. So, 1 month after starting on Juice Plus, I got pregnant. I was also struggling in the past with staying pregnant. So, 3 miscarriages, 1 year in between where we couldn't get pregnant, and then Juice Plus comes along. So, now that you know the end of the story, happy, healthy baby at home. It's a big deal, guys, particularly for somebody who this wasn't going to help. So, if it can help me, the healthiest person in the whole wide world, it can help anybody. So, coolest thing is, it didn't only help with my acne, my complexion, and everything else, but this is what's important. I get that my skin and everything, that jumped out on Facebook, like, I think Mitra made my acne photo go viral. I'll never forget my husband saying, "You're posting that?" And me saying, "Yeah, if I could help anybody, if I could help one person with my acne photo, why not?" And then Mitra goes, "May I share?" Well, you don't tell Mitra no. So I said, "Honey, Mitra wants to share my photo." And then it went viral. But what I've learned is to listen to your mentors and to listen to what these people have to say, because they've helped me so much this past year. I would not be where I am without the encouragement of my upline. So it took about 4 months for my skin to clear up after that first photo. If you guys didn't see it, there's a little bit back. But needless to say, it helped me when I thought it couldn't. So I needed to start sharing this with other people. If it could help my acne clear, if it could help me have a beautiful baby girl, I needed to share this. So I was already sharing it, just on a lower level, when I decided to jump 100% in. So after I decided to do this, it was about a month ago, I told my husband, "I'm going to become QNMD." And he goes, "What's that?" That's a lot of acronyms. Is that an acronym? And I just remember saying, "I don't know how, but it's going to happen. I don't even know if it's possible. I'm sales coordinator. The next month, I'm going to be QNMD." Mitra played a big role in that, because what I didn't know is that takes a tiny bit of time, but we made it happen. She got on the phone, she pulled some strings, she really did one for me. So anyway, needless to say, business aspect-wise, we started sharing this and started sharing it as a team. What I have learned, if anything, is that this is not about me. Even though I have a great story, it's about helping your team. It's about us. So I went out and started adding to my team the second we got home from conference. So I remember everybody preaching this 5 by 5 by 5 matrix. Have you guys heard of that? Okay, so I got home and I was like, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. I believed 100%. 2 weeks were left. It was April. 2 weeks were left in April. And I was going to add to my team. So I called everyone. I made Starbucks meetings. I was catching up with old friends. And I had no idea what I was doing. Remember, I came to sit by the pool. So I just decided, okay, I'm going to take my enthusiasm and go out and meet people. So in 2 weeks, my goal was to get 5 people on my team, because I had to start this 5 had 8 people on my team. Still don't know how I did that to this day. So if you don't know what you're doing, that's okay. You don't have to know. Just your enthusiasm is infectious, and know that that's your #1 tool in your tool belt. So leading up to me having my baby, again, I wanted to build not a job, but a business, right? So I had my personal training job. I'm building my business now that I'm home from conference. So leading up to maternity leave, I made it a goal, and I believed 100% that I'm going to make it to sales coordinator before I go on maternity leave, so I can have a little bit of residual income as I'm spending some special time with my baby. So I believed it. It happened. I put the hours in to do it, and went on maternity leave, and I'll never forget being in the hospital, and Travis was jumping up and down in the corner. And I was like, I know we had a baby, that's really exciting, but what are you excited about? And he had logged onto my virtual office, and I had made the biggest paycheck thus far in August. And I was like, well, what's the big deal? Yeah, that's what I was shooting for. And he goes, you have not worked 1 day. You have the biggest paycheck. So that was kind of cool, and that's what kind of made it real for me. Opportunity to spend really special time with our baby and not have to worry about getting back to my job. Right? So anyway, as I was returning to my job after a couple months spending some time with my daughter, I went into the gym, and everyone kind of knew I was doing Juice Plus, but I wasn't advertising it at the gym that I work at all. I knew there might be a little bit of a conflict of interest there, so I wasn't really shouting it from the rooftops like I am right now. So I had learned that it may be a conflict of interest, and I could potentially be getting in trouble for selling Juice Plus. And so what I decided is, well, now is better than never to try and get the gym on board. If I'm potentially going to get in trouble. So I went in with a really good sales pitch. We don't do sales pitches in this business, right? So I had to remind myself that. And I shared my story, just what I'm sharing with you guys with my boss. He's the owner of the gym, and he shared my enthusiasm. Biggest tool in my tool belt, right? He goes, okay, what's the buy-in? Gets out his checkbook. I say $50. You say, what? What? For $50, he signed up. He's a big part of my team now, and that is one of the biggest things that has helped me get to QNND. But having a rock-solid belief that, yes, the gym is going to sign up. No, I'm not going to get in trouble for selling it. And having them hop on board and sharing my enthusiasm with him is really cool. So I was able to get some of the personal trainers on board, like Ronna Lee, who I had been planting seeds with forever, it seemed like, because I knew she would be perfect, I knew she would love it. I knew the gym would be perfect, I knew the gym would love it, but they were on my chicken list. Anybody have a chicken list?
Share your call